Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 2. It's September the 5th. Actually, Labor Day. And I just left, probably about 30 minutes ago, I left the Russell Field Shelter. There's some other folks in there. I didn't want to do any filming from there, but I'm up the trail a little ways, and the trail's certainly easier today than it was yesterday. So I think I have a lot of kind of undulating up and down kind of trail action, but nothing too tremendous today. So I'm looking forward to that. Goal for today, I did 14 yesterday. I'd like to do another 14 today, and that'll leave me 12 to get into Newfound Gap, and then my wife will pick me up there and we'll go into Gatlinburg for the night. So I look forward to that. So today it's all about making miles. We got tons and tons of rain last night. I'm talking at least 2 inches of rain, I would estimate, and it was nice to be inside the shelter for that reason. But the roof is metal, and it was just such a loud racket on the roof all night long. I don't think I slept very well, but anyway, I rested long. I may not have slept long, but at least laid down for a long time, so I feel pretty good today. We'll see how long I can go, but again, trying to make 14. So don't expect a whole lot of views because it's all clouded in, but if I see anything cool, then y'all will be the first to see it. Hope y'all have a great day, and we will about fill the mud. We will talk further as we get down the trail. Wished I were on good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. There's actually a Rocky Top, Tennessee, and I'm standing upon it. Ain't much here but some rocks. And I bet there's some awesome views, but just not today. I probably should have mentioned way earlier in these videos that the trail I'm on up through the Smokies, Chris kind of follows the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. So I don't know, sometimes I'm in North Carolina if I'm in Tennessee. I started in North Carolina. I'm pretty sure I'm right now in Tennessee. And I'll be going up Clingman's Dome, which I'm pretty sure is in Tennessee. And then I'll go into Gatlinburg, which is in Tennessee. And then I'll end my hike at the very end, if all goes well, in Davenport Gap, which is in North Carolina. So just kind of zigzags, but all good. All right, I will show you some more cool stuff if I find some. Have a good day. Finding water's not a problem today. After the big rain last night, the trail has become a creek, and it's running well. But I'm not gonna get water here. I'm gonna, about another half mile down this hill's a true water source, which I'm sure this is feeding into, and I'll get water there. But obviously making for a wet, sloppy hike. Good morning, everybody. It is the beginning of day 3, and I apologize, I did not have a closing of day 2. Day 2 was a bit of a disaster, to be honest with you. I'd hiked maybe 4.5 miles, and the sky opened up and just got buckets and buckets of rain for another 5 miles. I ended up hiking around 9 miles in total and made it to the next shelter, and the shelter was packed with people, but everybody's doing the same thing, trying to get out of the rain. So it was a bad day, and in the process my phone just got too wet. It got too wet to even work, so I couldn't film. I didn't have a signal to send a message to my wife if I wanted to, so it got kind of crazy. I was hiking with 3 ex-Marines, and one of them was using a Garmin for, you know, in place of cell phone service. You know, it's basically a global satellite phone essentially. So he allowed me to send text to my wife so she'd know where I was at least. But in the end, it changed my plans for today, day 3. Day 3, my intent was to go into Newfound Gap, but because I didn't make many miles yesterday, I'm not going to be able to do that. It's like 17 miles, and I can't do 17 today. So instead, I'm going to do 10 miles and go into Clingman's Dome, and my wife is going to pick me up at Clingman's Dome this afternoon. So that's the plan, and still going to Gatlinburg, spend a night, kind of reevaluate and see what we do next. So that's the status thus far. You can see I've got my headlamp on. I actually have done the first couple miles this morning in the dark, and it's just now getting light enough to do a video. So anyway, hope everybody has a great day. And if I have some cool stuff to show, don't know, pretty foggy again today, then I'll certainly share it with you. Have a great day. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm about 4 miles in, and as you can see around me, it's just a rainy, kind of a misty morning. It's not really raining. I think most of the water that I hear coming down is actually just dripping off the trees. But it's just like we're walking in a cloud. Lots of mist. Everything is wet. So and there's no way to get dry. So it just is what it is. So I'm about 2 miles from the next shelter, which is about 6 miles into my 10-mile hike today. So I'm making pretty good progress. I started early with the intentions of getting there early. I'll probably stop because I'll have some time. I think I'll stop at the next shelter. I'll show you some video of the next shelter, and maybe I'll stop and eat some snacks and grab some extra water, and the trek on to Klingsman's Dome. I don't know why I'm having difficulty saying that today. But anyway, hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you down the trail. All right, everybody. That's where we came from, northbound, and now we've arrived at Seiler's Bald Shelter. We'll be heading up that way north here in a few minutes. I've got a little time on my hands, so I thought I'd stop here and have a little bite to eat, and refill on some water, and take off. So I'm 6 miles in. This is the shelter I intended to stay at the end of the day yesterday, but the rains were just unbelievable. And I was happy just to be able to stop and stay dry last night. So here I am, making good progress and looking forward to pushing on to Klingsman's Dome. So hope everybody's having a good day, and we'll see y'all a little bit further down the trail. Thought I'd show you the sign. It's posted in pretty much all of the shelters. It says you must have a reservation and a permit to stay here to begin with, which is kind of hard if you're through hiking to know exactly which shelter you're going to be at in any given night, right? Then it says the use of tents and hammocks is prohibited. So if you got here, you don't have a reservation and it's full, what do? So they don't make it too easy on folks hiking here, in my opinion. It's been a good hike. No major issues, but I've hiked almost 200 miles now of the Appalachian Trail. Now, to be honest, I think that at least this portion of the Smokies, I haven't seen it all, is not so great. So, but you know, I'll keep my spirits up, and hopefully there's better things to see down the trail, like maybe some views. That would be cool. Anyway, I'm taking off, and I'll see y'all down the trail. Okay, we're on our climb up to Klingsman's Dome, which I still got probably 3 miles to go, but it's just interesting as you get a little higher up that the plant life starts to change. Haven't seen a lot of evergreen type of trees, and but it's kind of cool. Check y'all a little bit further down the trail. What is this stuff? We actually got sun poking through some clouds. I don't think I've seen the sunshine in almost a full 3 days. So that's very encouraging, actually. We got a lot of mud out here, and hopefully some of the sunshine will help dry it up a bit. That'd be great. So again, as I mentioned earlier, the forest is changing. You have, I believe most of these are hemlock trees, maybe some firs, but appear to be hemlocks. I remember when we were real little, my mom and dad would take us, and we would go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and get some fried chicken, and ultimately on Sunday afternoon we'd go to up on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we'd find a spot beside the river and have a picnic. And we always had plenty of hemlock trees. Pretty cool. Another shelter for you. This is the Springs Gap shelter. We came from over there. And we're going up there. Lays out real pretty. It's like a nice place to stay. But I think Gatlinburg will be better. All right, down there's where we came from. And this is where we're going. Look how dark it got all of a sudden. These conifers, I guess is what you call them. Just so thick, it's blocking out the sun. Kind of spooky. Making progress. Look guys, we actually have a bit of a view. It's not a great view, but it beats everything I've seen last day or so. So grateful for the sunshine for sure. All right. All right, everybody. We have made it to Klingman's Dome, along with about, I don't know, several hundred of our best friends. So it's pretty crowded. I'm not sure why. It's it's a pretty day, but I don't believe anybody's getting any views. It's too cloudy. So I'm not going to climb to the top today. But this is a point of significance because it marks the 200-mile mark on the Appalachian Trail. So I'm happy to be here, and my wife is meeting me down in the parking lot. So I think I'll crank it and get downhill. Y'all have a good day.